Want to know the one thing a narcissist truly fears? It's not confrontation. It's not your anger. It's not even revenge. It's silence. Real silence, the kind where you vanish from their world like you never existed. Because when you go silent, you don't just hurt them, you break them. And today, I'll show you exactly why your silence is their worst nightmare. Most people don't understand this one truth. Narcissists don't want attention, they depend on it. It's their oxygen, their fuel, their lifeline. And every time you argued, every time you explained yourself, every time you reacted emotionally, you weren't protecting yourself, you were feeding them. Your energy was their addiction, and they took it without guilt, without hesitation, without ever giving anything back. So what happens when the supply suddenly disappears? When you go silent, their entire world collapses. Think of a drug addict waking up to find the drug gone, shaking, empty, disoriented. That's a narcissist without your attention. Because here's their dark truth. They don't have a stable identity. Their sense of self is built entirely on your reactions. Your emotions create their character. When you remove that, it's like pulling the plug on their entire personality. They start to disintegrate, and it terrifies them. When you go silent, they panic in 3 stages. First comes confusion. Why aren't they responding? What's happening? They're shocked. Because you always engaged, always reacted, always came back. Now, silence. It doesn't fit their script, so their mind glitches. Then comes rage. How dare they ignore me? Suddenly, there are angry texts, guilt trips, accusations. They want any reaction, even your anger, because anger means you still care. Don't give it to them. And then comes hoovering. I miss you. I've changed. Can we talk? They flip the script. Suddenly they're loving, soft, apologetic, but none of it is real. They don't want you. They want the supply you gave. They want control back. Silence is the one move they can't counter. You argue, they twist it. You cry, they use it. You stay calm, they escalate. But silence? Silence is a locked door. No access, no weakness, no fuel. You become untouchable, a ghost in the story they thought they were writing. Your silence exposes a truth they've been hiding from. Without control over you, they have nothing. When you go silent, they often move on to someone new, fast. Not because they're healed, not because they're over you, but because they're starving. They need fresh supply immediately. But that's not your burden anymore. While they hunt for their next victim, you're breathing again. You're healing, you're rebuilding, you're rediscovering yourself. Your silence becomes your freedom. But going silent isn't half-hearted. It's not block today, check tomorrow. You have to disappear with intention. No contact means no contact. No texts, no replies, no checking their social media, no responding to their friends, no just one conversation for closure. One tiny response is all they need, one crack in the wall, and they'll force their way back in. You must become unreachable, untouchable, a locked chapter they can't reopen. Silence hurts at first. You'll feel guilty. That's the trauma bond. You'll feel anxious, like, what if they move on? They will, but not because they're happy, because they're addicted. Then something shifts. One morning you wake up and feel lighter, calmer, clearer. Every silent day makes you stronger, and every silent day leaves them emptier, more desperate, more exposed. Most people think revenge is success, but with narcissists, the deadliest revenge is silence, because silence forces them to face the one thing they've run from their whole life, themselves. No one to blame, no one to control, no one to drain. Just them, and the emptiness they created. Your absence becomes the mirror that destroys them. The first week of silence hurts. The first month confuses you. But by month 3, something incredible happens. You realize you don't think about them anymore. Not with anger, not with fear, not at all. They become irrelevant. And that's when you know you didn't just win, you escaped. If you're dealing with a narcissist, remember, your silence isn't cruelty. It's self-respect, it's protection, it's healing. Their chaos is not your responsibility. Your peace is priceless, and your silence, that's the loudest message you'll ever send.